Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Local Horizon Season 2, Episode 14. And last episode was Valentine's Day. People were making sweets, I guess, with this particular fruit that, you know, once you eat it, you basically, if you asked what you or who you love, you have to tell the truth. But then, yeah. And then they also showed a scene between Nureha, I think that's her name, and Intix, which that scene was weird. And then they also talked a little bit about Krusty being missing, still missing. And I still don't know when he's gonna come back, so I'm looking forward to him coming back because I miss him. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Huh? Well, this is the dude, right? Indicus. So was this dude also part of the Tea Party? Kanami is the, I guess, the leader of the Tea Party, or the girl, right? That the girls wanted to know if, she was Shiro's girlfriend. So Nora has supposed to be her replacement? There's no use for your Max. So check this out. Kazuhiko is this dude. Was Kazuhiko also part of the Tea Party? I'm getting, I'm confused. Maybe that's why Nuraha is so obsessed with Shiroe, because since she's supposed to be Kanami's replacement, and there was this bond maybe between Kanami and Shiroe, she's trying to maybe recreate that, I guess. Have that, I don't know. So was Kanami the founding whatever member or whatever of this group? Huh. There she is. So this dude, the one, Kanami go east. So is this dude that's speaking, that did the soul possession or whatever, was he also part of the Tea Party? You a zombie? What happened? What happened? That was way too quick. Really? Yeah, me too. Tour guide? Why is that an impossible task? She is weird. I don't know. For some reason, when I look at her, I'm thinking about intakes. I don't know why. Excuse me. Aw. She probably came to her when she was at a dark point in her life. So she's like a light, the sun for her. And they don't. I'm completely confused. Acnologia. Uh, Kanami sensei. I was about to say she's gonna do everything for her. Oh, she's the people of the land. I mean, I love this music. The guy who's voicing KR's, sounds sounds like the mage. What was his name again? Who are they talking about? The red eye. What's his? Yu-Gi-Oh. What's that dude's? What's he called again? I'm forgetting. Is that Shiva? Mm-mm-mm. The red. Still trying to figure it out. Wait, are they talking about the Ninja Turtles? Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. They're talking about the. I hope nothing happens to what's his name again? Arius. He's the progenitor, right? Whatever that means. Oh dang! No, no, they're real in the game. That too. Why was I associating her with intakes? They're so different. Why are they writing intakes here? So was intakes also part of the Tea Party? I am so getting confused. Okay, after this episode was done, I sat here and went through the episode again because I felt like I was missing a lot of stuff. I wasn't fully understanding what was going on in this episode. And first off, let's talk about Dewanado. I'm like, okay, he's wearing this green costume that looks like a frog, and then he's calling himself a ninja, and he's modeling himself after this particular is it the green ninja or frog ninja? I don't know. But it wasn't until he jumped from the red dragon and he was like Kawabunga. Then I'm like, oh my goodness, is he talking about the was it did he jump from the red dragon? I don't know. He jumped from up top. It was going down there, and he's like Kawabunga, and I'm like, is he referring like is the hero that he's talking about Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like that's where my mind was going. But then I'm like, okay, why is he wearing a frog costume? Because Leonardo is a turtle. So there's this disconnect there that I'm not fully understanding who he's modeling himself after. So I went and googled it a little bit, and then I googled Frog Ninja, and Jiraiya is the thing that popped up. I mean, they talked about some kind of Pokemon thing, but that he was modeling himself after Jiraiya. So I'm like, okay, is he talking about Jiraiya and Naruto? So I'm like, I'm still a little confused whether he's talking about Leonardo. If he wasn't, the ninja Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles, who else would it be? Because his name is Leonardo in the game. So I'm like, it must be him, right? And if it was him, I'm like, it took me so long to get to that point. Okay, there was that. And there was an aspect of Kanami's personality that really reminded me of, not an aspect, a lot of her reminds me of a lot of Luffy in One Piece. The way that she just names people the way she wants to, just like Luffy names people however he wants to, and she's this happy-go-lucky person just like Luffy is. So it's like I see a lot of similarity between those two characters. So I just wanted to mention that. And then as they were talking about this episode, I was just trying to put the pieces of the puzzles together. I guess I was really confused about okay, when KR was talking to, what was his name, I think Kazuhiko, and then they mentioned the fact that Noreha was a replacement for Kanami, and then at the end there, they're like, the reunion between Kanami and Intix will be like emotional or something, say something about it. So I'm like, okay, so Intix knows Kanami. So I'm like, is Intix also part of the, was she originally part of the Tea Party? I feel like KR and Kazuhiko also were part of the Tea Party, and that's how they knew Kanami, right? And then they said that Kanami left the Tea Party 2 years ago because in the real world she traveled abroad, and then after they got stuck in the game, KR possessed this horse and was traveling all over the game to try to figure out what's going on, I guess, and that's how she found Kanami. And then Kanami says that she left the game, but then when she was in Rome, she got back into it or something or other, and now she was making her way east to the Japan server. And then I'm like, they mentioned Yamato as well, so I'm like, okay, is Yamato the same thing as the Japan server? Because there's the Yamato server, there's the China server, and then they mentioned that Leonardo was from the American server. So I'm like, okay, if Japan and Yamato are basically like the same thing, I'm like, okay, so she's making her way there, I guess, to try to figure out what's going on. They mentioned the fact that this development, the fact that they're stuck in the game or something or other, happened after the 12 expansion pack, which was the Nova Sphere Pioneers or whatever, and that it was supposed to be released at this particular time, and then it was released in Japan first, right? And that's why, because of the décalage horaire, this time, I'm forgetting the term, that it was released there first, and that's why I guess people in the Japan server got stuck in the game. So I'm like, if it started in Japan, I mean, it was supposed to be released at this particular time, right? And it was released in Japan first. Was it really also released in the other, parts of the world, like America and, China server? Was it also released there? So are they also stuck in the game, or are they can still come in and out like you will normally play in those games, just come in and out? And they figured what was happening in Japan, and that's why Kanami decided to go there. I don't know. Like, I'm confused about that part a little bit. If there's the part that the people are stuck in the game, if it's just Japan, and every other part of the world is okay. And then Kanami is making her way to Japan to try to figure out what the heck is going on. Like, I don't know. So they were making their way there, and then they came to this village where this person of the land was attacking people. And Leonardo at one point was like, since this person was the people of the land, was an NPC, that he has no qualm about killing him. But then you had what's her name, Coppelia. You had her there, like the person of the land was about to attack her, right? And then Leonardo shows up, and in his mind he's like, well, this is an NPC, I can kill him. But then there was this look that happened between Coppelia and Leonardo or something or other, and then he wound up just paralyzing the people of the land. So I'm like, what happened there? Like, I really don't know, because at that point Coppelia didn't reveal that she was also part of she was an NPC basically. So I'm like, okay, why did he stop himself from killing the person of the land? And then they figured that something happened to that person that changed them, and they were waiting for these people to come, but then the people that were supposed to come were attacked, and this Chunlu, they were supposed to protect them, but it didn't quite turn out that way. And they learned about this group of monsters or something or other, that they were gathering all these people to go and kill those monsters. But then they got defeated instead by those two monsters or whatever, the one that has all those tentacle thingies coming out of his face, and the girl monster. So Kanami decided to go there, because they said that after they left the village that they just came from, right, or the person of the land that they immobilized or whatever, that the monsters were going there to attack those people. So Kanami decided to go help, and then with what's his name, Arius also decided to go, and then Coppelia of course was gonna go, because they showed this quick backflash of that shows what Kanami is to her, who Kanami is to her. So she was also gonna go, and Leonardo wasn't gonna go at first, but then he's like, what would my hero do at this particular moment? And he was about to go the frog hero, and then KR also shows up, and he's like, okay, I know this frog hero that you're talking about. So I'm like confused, who is it? Frog? Is that somebody explaining to me, like, is it Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or is it Jiraiya, because he's a ninja and he also has the frog that he stands on? So I feel like it must be Jiraiya, right? But does Jiraiya say Kawabunga? Maybe he did and I just forgot. So yeah, they both decided to go, and they went and they defeated those two monsters. And before they did that, the tentacle monster or whatever was basically telling Ares that he was an NPC, he doesn't really have a will of his own and all that, so that he should just give up on his life. And I'm like, no, I mean, in the game he's real, and then that's when Kanami showed up and he's like, I don't want to lose you. It was cool. And I feel like that's when KR is like, okay, that's the last you saw of Kanami and the others, right? And now it seems like Intix and like Plant, I still don't know how to pronounce it, then whatever, they're about to attack Akiba, it seems like, with this giant train thingy that they have over there. So yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. There wasn't much. I don't know. I'm just really trying to figure out what the relation, why it would be this thing if Intex and Kanami come face to face. Like I don't know why that would be a big deal. So I'm looking forward to that. And there was the point in the episode where Kanami was asking KR about what was happening in Japan, and I think KR told him how Shiroi created this round table, right? And all that. And then Kanami called Shiroi her tour guide or something, and the way Shiroi basically reacted to that, I don't know, it felt weird. I'm like, what would you being the tour guide be something that's keep making you anxious or whatever? Like, I don't know. So that was weird too. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reactions to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini, and you can also see the follow-up of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.